Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a fourth year architecture student at the University of Cincinnati, Design Art Architecture Planning program, and today I wanted to do a video series where I walk you through sort of what's the process of looking at a site, figuring out what the community wants, and actually engaging in the site and creating something that is beneficial to them. So, the community in question today is Price Hill Community. This is in Lower Price Hill of Cincinnati. As we can see, it's composed of three sections, and I'm focusing on the Lower Price Hill along the Ohio. And my goal here is to kind of create some sense of community engagement. And if we look at the sort of the demographics, we can see that Lower Price Hill is the youngest of sections of Price Hill, and it also has quite a bit of disparity in the sense of it doesn't really have anyone with a college background. The actual annual income, as we can see, very, very low. It's 10,000 below to 40,000 peak. The black line kind of represents Cincinnati as a whole, its household. So this is my site right here, and see it's along a railway, and up above have the actual Cincinnati as its downtown and the CBD this way. And this is kind of an underutilized, poverty-stricken part of town. So people with these businesses, they don't have really the means to go out and advertise, or even having anyone come into the community besides the people that live in it already. And if we go back and look at what people rated Price Hill, like Lower Price Hill as a whole, we can see its overall niche grade is a C-. It's not very safe. It's got a very poor housing. It's not very good for families. So, upon looking and diving into research, I noticed that Price Hill has a very big food desert, and with the income being so low, people don't really have access to cars. They kind of take bus routes, and most of Price Hill doesn't have a grocery store within a 15-minute walk, and some of Price Hill doesn't have a grocery store within a 15-minute bus ride. So kind of really relying on these local businesses to supply themselves with food. And as we can see here, there's a pretty big food desert in Lower Price Hill. All the black kind of represent where is located. So, how do we solve this problem? So I'm sort of focusing with a group of other students doing a project where we're creating an amphitheater. We're sort of revitalizing this park, which is underutilized. Right now it's nothing. It's just grass and trees. And there's been some plans in the work for a while for this actual park. And something that I want to do is sort of produce modular systems and community vendors where someone can go in, they can, like a business, let's say you have a coffee shop downtown in Lower Price Hill. It's a local coffee shop, but they want a place where they can advertise, because a lot of people aren't going to go into Lower Price Hill as a community because it's run down. It's just not as pleasant of a place to be in Cincinnati. But this park, if it has an amphitheater, a bus route in it, bike paths, it's along the water, got great real estate value, so maybe it could even become a complex, a series of high-rises and sort of revitalize the area. So I want to introduce a system of vendors in which these people from Lower Price Hill and Price Hill as a community can rent out these vendors and sort of turn it into a modular coffee shop and set in the park and actually sell their goods and maybe just a one-man little container. I'm looking into containers for its affordability, its sustainability, and its environmental friendliness, its time and cost effective, structurally durable. Here we can see a couple of precedents that I have taken that show kind of the vibe that I'm looking for in these little outdoor vendor areas. Let's just say this is a coffee shop, it's a cafe. Walk up and order. There it is. It doesn't cost more than $20,000 to make and put in. But I want to look at it as a way as solar, keep it sustainable, keep it going off the grid, and also to be interchangeable, whereas it can almost act as boat slips where people rent out a slip, dock their boat, use it for a little bit, and then they can move on if they, let's say their business model isn't working, it's not a good spot for them, like, or even just say it's the summer and you're selling ice cream and then it's the winter, nobody wants ice cream anymore, this turns into a coffee, little coffee shop. So be interchangeable. Also, the park we're thinking about producing gardens, as it is a food desert. The local vendors would help with that as introducing food locally to a different area of Lower Price Hill. The community gardens would offer a sense of privacy, and as we're in coronavirus right now, we need socially distanced. I think that's one of the biggest issues with this whole vendor or even an amphitheater or a soccer field, anything you want to put in to a park, is how do we social distance since we're in a pandemic? It's definitely a building hurdle, but it's something we have to look at, and it's a great roadblock that we can kind of get past. So this is actually a master plan for the park done by Kuda Studios, which has been through planning and never really past a conceptual phase. But we can see here that they're trying to introduce a bike path, some parking, maybe a small amphitheater. What I essentially is take this and then basically place little containers or vendors along the bike path, and that way when people are riding a bike, come off the bike trail and see this, see this shop, see this vendor, maybe they're even selling thrifted clothes or homemade jewelry, whatever the case may be. There's a concert going on, then it offers sort of stops along the bike path. It integrates with the community, and you can just get overall better engagement. It's a win-win for everybody. So that's pretty much my, then yeah, here's just a basic. This shows sort of how I was planning on using this as like an interchangeable system where you have structure that starts off and is there, but these different businesses can slip in their business model right into the actual structure itself. So that's where I'm going with this. Stay tuned for more of the video series. I'm not sure how many parts it'll be, but we're in the semester right now, still going through the pandemic, and it'll be really interesting to watch. So thank you all for your time. Stay tuned.
What are you all still doing here? I told you to go out and enjoy your day. Go out and enjoy your day, come on. It's sunny outside.